Welcome everyone to the Shopping Master YouTube channel. In today's video, we are looking at the top 8 blenders that you can buy right now. As always, you can find all the links to the products that are mentioned in this video right in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Blenders give you a variety of settings to help you achieve the consistency you need for a particular recipe. And even if you don't use it specifically for cooking, a blender is essential when you want to whip up, for instance, kale smoothies or homemade vanilla milkshakes. To find out which blenders are worthy of turning your favorite ingredients into something magical, we tested 8 of the best on their mixing and blending abilities, also taking into account design, speed, noise level, and how easy they were to clean. Each place on this list takes the best blender from the following categories. So let's start with Best High-Power Blender. Ninja Professional Blender BL660 is convincingly the one who deserves first place in this category. It delivers plenty of power to crush ice and blend a variety of ingredients to create perfect smoothies every time. If you're looking to create great-tasting smoothies at home, you'll want a blender with plenty of power to ensure the ingredients are well mixed and delivered at the desired texture. The Ninja Professional Blender has the features needed to pulverize ice and create the highest quality smoothies possible. It boasts 1,100 watts of power with 3 speeds, a pulse setting, and a single serve function. Ninja also includes 2 16-ounce to-go cups, so you can take your breakfast smoothie with you. The Blender's 72-ounce pitcher is a good size, and it has a form-fitting lid and a nice big handle. The multiple sharp blades that run up the core of the blender cup, while befitting of the Ninja name, look both frightening and ridiculous. When it's running, the blender is jet engine loud. Indeed, the Ninja blender does a great job with all kinds of blending needs, including crushing and pureeing for smoothies. It's the perfect choice for people who don't want to invest in our top pick, but still need a powerful blender. As for downsides, the Ninja blender is difficult to take apart and clean, in large part because of the sharpness of the blades. The lid also has some crevasses that are tough to clean properly. But otherwise, this is a great pick. So now, I will talk about the best hand blender. According to customer reviews, the first place in this category is taken by Koya's 800W Hand Immersion Blender. Many cooks choose hand blenders for their versatility, but people love this Koya's in particular because it gets the job done at a lower cost. In the box, you'll find 5 items, 1 hand motor, 1 pitcher, 1 processor bowl with S-blade, 1 blending wand, and 1 mixer whisk. With the exception of the pitcher, they all attach to the hand motor. The hand motor is 800 watts, which is considerably powerful, but since the base is so well balanced, it's incredibly stable during operation. You can choose from the motor's 12 speeds by turning the speed knob. The power button operates the blender at the normal speed, while the turbo button provides a temporary speed boost. The blade of the stainless steel wind is coated with titanium for increased longevity, strength, and reduced friction. The head is designed with grooves to reduce splatter. The wand works with an included pitcher, which holds 20 ounces and has a splash guard lid. The wand is supposed to blend the content through the lid. If the pitcher is not big enough, you can use any other containers, such as a bowl, a different pitcher, or even your favorite soup pot. The set also includes a 17-ounce food processor bowl with an S-blade inside. It works like any other food processor, except the motor is the blender body on top of the bowl. The processor chops vegetables quite nicely and can even grind roasted nuts. Unlike the wand, the S-blade only works with the bowl. The final piece in the set is the mixer whisk attachment. It's basically an electric whisk when it's connected to the hand motor. You can whip cream, eggs, or butter with it, just mind the speed and splatters. Hand blenders have some weaknesses in general, however. First, the blending wand can't handle tough ingredients like ice or frozen fruit well. And second, although they are extremely easy to use, if you lift the head of the blender out of the liquid, or even near the top, it's a sure bet you'll splatter liquid everywhere. The next category I will talk about is Best Large Capacity Blender. First place in this category takes Vitamix A3500 Smart Blender. The Vitamix brand has a good reputation and we were impressed too. This blender performed exceptionally well at grinding coffee beans and blending milkshakes and smoothies. It has a 64-ounce jar, one of the largest we evaluated and perfect for large batches. Best of all, it was both powerful and quiet at the same time. We found the touch screen controls easy to use, the jar fits on the base nicely, the handle is comfortable to grip, and the lid comes on and off effortlessly. The jar is not dishwasher safe, but the lid, plug, and tamper are. It can also connect to an app on your phone wirelessly. The app provides 17 programs to make smoothies, baby food, and nut butters, and even for grinding, chopping, frothing, and cleaning. We tested and highly recommend this popular blender. For some people, it is very important that their blender fits with smaller surfaces. For that reason, I will talk about Best Compact Blenders. First place in this category takes Cuisinart Hurricane Compact Juicing Blender. The Hurricane Compact Juicing Blender with 1+ peak HP motor breaks down whole fruits and vegetables. This is the blender for when you are tight on space, but don't want to compromise on performance and options. In our tests, high, low, and pulse controls are easy to use, the measurement markings are clear, and the jar is easy to grip and get on and off of the base. It features a 32-ounce jar and two 16-ounce travel cups with lids. It made great margaritas and milkshakes, but our smoothies had flecks of fruit and ice left behind. So now I will talk about Best Budget Blender. First place in this category takes Nutri Ninja BL456 Pro Blender. The Nutri Pro BL456 is a hit of a personal blender from Ninja. Designed to handle a range of tasks in a fast and simple way, this machine is adored by those who live on a tight schedule. To use the machine, all you have to do is push the container down onto the base to activate the motor. If you want it to run continuously, there's no lock-in as with the Nutri-Bullet, so you'll just have to hold it down, which can be rather heavy. However, the quality blades and the 900-watt motor handle the job quite nicely even when it's just pulsing. Combining the motor and the 24-ounce jar, the blender is still only 14 inches tall. So even if you have a low-hanging cabinet, there should be enough vertical space to tuck it under the cabinet when it's not in use. The base is just 6 inches wide, so it should fit nicely, even in a small kitchen. The set also comes with one 18-ounce cup and two on-the-go lids, so you can make your drinks and bring the cup with you. All the removable parts, from the blades to the lids to the jars, are dishwasher safe. Rinse before loading them in for maximum effectiveness. The Ninja BL456 is far from perfect, but it should be a practical addition to your kitchen if you're leading a fast-paced life. The next category I will talk about is Best Commercial Blender. First place in this category takes Vitamix 7500 Blender. The Vitamix 7500 is where people turn to when they want the top quality and have the money for it. Its premium build has great motor strength, and most important of all, it has been tested by numerous users. This blender is quite a big machine. It measures 17.5 inches tall, 9.4 inches wide, and 7.7 inches deep, so it fits better in spacious kitchens than smaller ones. It weighs about 12 pounds, one of heaviest residential blenders available, so it's best to find a permanent spot for it. The 1600-watt Vitamix motor is what makes this blender worth buying. The motor can run for several minutes straight, and it can grind and blend all kinds of nuts, seeds, fruits, etc. and pulverize them perfectly. The resulting consistency will be the same every time. There are 10 speeds for you to use depending on the ingredients. Compared to the 7200, there's an added pulse function. Numerous users love this addition because the option comes in handy for many tasks, like making spicy chunky salsas or sweet fruit compotes where you want to control the texture. The pitcher measures 64 ounces and is designed to be a few inches shorter than it was on the older Vitamix 7200. This should make it easier to find a spot for the blender in or under the cabinet. There's a rubber lid that fits snugly on the pitcher and features a hole in the middle so you can add ingredients or use the tamper. Removable parts are not dishwasher safe, so you'll have to clean them by blending water with dish soap and letting the pitcher clean itself. The lid and tamper should be washed manually. The Vitamix 7500 is a simple high-end blender. Although it costs a bit more than most, if you're after a blender that'll perform with consistent efficiency for years to come, this is the one. Next on the list is Ninja Nutri Pro Personal Blender. It takes first place in personal blender category. First of all, it couldn't be easier to use. The blade attachment screws on and off the blender cups just like a lid, and there's no switches or buttons involved in operation. We were surprised by how easy it is to attach the blender cups to the base and activate the motor when pressure is applied to the top of the cups. We focused on testing recipes with differing amounts of liquid to see if there was any difference in how well the Nutri Ninja could liquefy, blend, chop, and process. We used the blender to make fruit and vegetable smoothies, protein powder drinks, hummus, salsa, pudding, and even try chopping veggies in it. We found the Nutri Ninja performs at its best when liquids are involved. We wouldn't recommend using it for chopping veggies as it tended to create uneven pieces. The manufacturer instructs to press down and blend in short intervals. We found most things were pretty thoroughly processed in 10 seconds or less. Since the Nutri Ninja has only one speed to work with, different jobs will take different amounts of time to process. That said, thicker recipes with minimal liquid, like hummus, took a little longer, but not by much. A cup of ice was crushed to fluffy snow-like consistency in under 10 seconds without any added liquid. That should give you an idea of how well the Nutri Ninja can handle frozen fruit for smoothies and desserts. Overall, the Nutri Ninja does an excellent job processing frozen berries, soft fruits, and leafy greens like spinach. We will note it didn't handle berry seeds very well, but strawberries and raspberries left behind crunchy seed bits in our smoothie. Luckily, powders like ground flaxseed and whey protein were easily incorporated into liquids without residue left behind. So now, it is time to talk about the best blender that you can buy in 2020. According to customer reviews, the first place in this video takes Vitamix 5200 blender. The motor peaks around 1400 watts. It works together with a premium stainless steel blade to turn your vegetables and fruits into silky beverages like smoothies or creamy sauces in a matter of seconds. The 5200 also features an overload safety function. If the blender runs for too long or is straining too much, the motor will shut down automatically to prevent circuit damage. The pitcher holds up to 64 ounces and sits on top of the motor base without twisting it on, so it's easy to place and remove. There's a spill-proof rubber lid that fits tightly onto the top of the pitcher. In the middle of the lid is a drop-in hole so you can add ingredients mid-session. The hole also allows the tamper to go through and push the contents down when needed. There is a dial that lets you control the motor's 10 speeds and a mode switch between high and variable option. High is the recommended setting for most drink recipes. Variable is the lower power mode and is handy when you want some chunky bits in your salsa. The parts that are usually in contact with food, from the pitcher to the tamper, are not highly recommended for the dishwasher. To clean the pitcher and the blades, pour in some water and a little bit of dish soap and blend to let the parts clean themselves. The lid and the tamper should be washed by hand. The Vitamix 5200 costs more than your standard kitchen blender. but the unit's premium construction and reliable performance are well worth it. Alright people, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. This is my first video and support would mean to me. If you liked the video, consider subscribing. We do our best to keep you up to date with the best products on the market right now. So if you want to stay current regarding the best gear, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the description for links to find most up-to-date pricing of all the products mentioned in this video. Hope you all have a great day and see you soon in my next video.